Faded. All right, all right. We starting this bad boy. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let me cut this music off. Let me cut the music off. Let's get this link live. Let's get this shit going. Let's share it. Let's share it. We about to get everybody on. All right. What are we looking at right now? Little. Just a second. Just a second. What are we looking at right now? Just a second, G. Right there. There we go. All right. All right. Welcome back. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. Let me share a couple links and then we're about to jump right into this. All right. We got some of my people working on some good stuff. All right. Hmm. All right. Almost done. Almost done. What are we looking at right now? All right. What do we got? Yes. All right. All right. We shared. We shared. All right. So what's going on, everybody? We are back. I'm cooking. I'm updating. Sorry for the confusion. There was a lack of updates on the documentation. Everything is up to date now. That was a very big thing. We were running on about 2 weeks old documentation, but like we're gonna get this thing synced so it's always up to date. So yeah, everything is up to date as of right now. So there should be less confusions on how ZeroClaw works, how you install it. Everything you need to know is right here in terms of contributions. Everything you need to know about the doc hubs are right there. Everything you need to know about the license that we have. We have 2 licenses. We have the MIT. Use whatever you want. Create whatever you want. We're here for that. Apache 2.0. Don't be a greedy motherfucker. If you like what we're doing, come support us somehow, some way. That's pretty much what we're doing here, right? And all the good stuff, right? Here's some of our links that we're working on. I'll verify. I might have to update some socials. So that's just kind of a work in progress, but be patient as I'm nailing everything out. Other than that, we got a little glitch out. Oh, cool. All right, yeah. So today, what are we doing? Today, I've updated all the docs. We're cleaning out some of the tree structures. We have a lot of branches that were unattended as we made a switch to master. That was a big issue. And I want to fix all that because it was very confusing this week. I know a lot of people were originally on the main. It wasn't me. Essentially, when you run an open source project and you're not a professional at the CI/CD pipeline, I had other people come in, make a big change to master. It confused a lot of developers, and I had a lot of branches that were kind of just unattended. So as of now, we're only working off of the master and your feature branch. Make sure that all your CI/CD passes before you even submit a PR so I can approve it. Pretty much. So what's going on? Let's talk about crypto for just a hot second. Yesterday, pretty much, or 2 days ago, I did the claim on this website called pump.fun. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff right now about crypto. So pretty much, yesterday I did an approval. I accepted what was on pump.fun just to verify everybody. Really just full transparency here. Let's go. Full transparency here, guys. All I did was claim it. It's sitting right there. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything with it. I'm still determining on what to do with it, how to make it some kind of a way to fund back the project that we're doing here. A lot of the work that we're doing here is nonprofit, right? I'm working on that legal term right now as we speak. So obviously I have been a long time crypto advocate. It's just when you talk about money, bro, the scams come out. You know how it is, right? There's only so much money in the world and everybody has to kind of fight for it. And so pretty much everybody has to fight for the money, and it introduces like bad behavior, right? And I've been a part of that myself. So I'm trying to kind of steer us a different way. End game here, bro, for me is really just to innovate, right? I want to push the bar in tech. I want to be able to give this stuff out for free. I want you guys to go and create successful businesses. That is my goal, right? AI is coming. It's going to start taking out a lot of white collar work, and I'm trying to build the foundation that can allow you guys to go do big things in life. OpenClaw was I can't thank Peter enough, right? Peter is an amazing guy. He saw something that I was on OpenClaw when it was just a bot, right? Before he had blown up, and I was already playing with it and I had it all secure. So I already knew what was going on with it. And so that's why I was able to kind of jump on this shit really quick. But I have my own take on it, right? He's not a crypto guy. And my thing is like I am, right? So my goal here, so long story short, man, I can't put a coin out right now. I know that sounds bad, but I can't put a coin out right now because there's some legal issues with that. I'll have to do some more research on that. But as of right now, for Pump.Fun, I just want to thank everybody. Let me see. All right. Thank you to everyone who has supported. And the Pump.Fun was a way to give back to a nonprofit, right? So just full transparency there. I haven't touched it. So I have to look some more research on how to launch some kind of a exchange asset. I used to be a wealth manager, so it's very tricky. I can't say certain things because it might look like I'm manipulating the market, and I don't want that, right? The big confusion was, did I rug everybody, right? Let's talk about that for a quick second. I'm going to bring down a chart here. You can tell me if I'm wrong, or you can tell me if I'm right. Part of what happened here, and let me show this really quick because, trading disclaimer, right? This is very, very important. I say this all the time, guys. I'm not your financial advisor, right? Just understand this before we even talk about any investments. This is to protect myself and to protect you guys, okay? So this is very important. This is a trading disclaimer. Anything I say is not financial advice. It's just educational and entertainment purposes only. So before we go anywhere, I just need to make this very clear. All right, so yeah, pretty much there was all these ZeroClaws, right? Like a lot of these motherfuckers. And like what happened was the big confusion was this, right? If hypothetically speaking, right? This isn't financial advice, but hypothetically speaking, if I had pulled out what was in the funds, let's say somewhere around here or here, then I would have pulled out a lot of liquidity from the market, and then you guys would have said I rugged you. Instead, I took what was given to me as a form of creator rewards, as you can see, the Only Henny God claim. I took it out at the very bottom. So that means everybody has left the project, and then I pulled out what was fair, right? That was the way. So I didn't rug anybody, right? That was like the last thing I wanted to do. You collected fees. Maybe you're right. Maybe, but I tried to do it in a way that I tried to affect least amount of people as possible, right? I had to do this. Had to be done in a very particular way. It's very hard, dude, to be involved with financial things and some open source shit. I don't want to get in trouble here because I'm actually trying to just give, and so it's very difficult. I just don't even want the press. You're right. Yeah, I get the point. Yeah, just trying to be full transparent here. So what I did was I claimed the fees. I went on. I just claimed it. It's sitting right here. I haven't touched anything. Nothing is going anywhere. I'm still kind of determining on how to use it, right, to maybe fund the development of what we got going on. And yeah, that's it. That's what happened. There was a lot of these ZeroClaws. So everybody was really kind. And I thank everybody for kind of tagging my account. So I was able to do that claim. So I'm ever grateful for you guys. So let's talk about what I'm trying to do with crypto, because this is the confusing part. If you guys are familiar with X402, right? I think ZeroClaw is perfect for X402. Look, dude, it's not about supporting a coin, dude. I want you to understand it's about you guys tagged me in something that was supporting a developer for the innovation that's going to happen, right? That's it. It just ends there. I look at it as a donation, right? I'm under a nonprofit right now. I'm literally in the process of making a nonprofit so I can give, right? My goal here is to just give and not be necessarily a for-profit business. So it's difficult, right? When you're not sitting here charging people just do what the fuck they want. And we are also people. We need to kind of maintain our own bills. So it's just kind of want you to understand that. But what I'm trying to do with crypto is this, right? So crypto is a big problem for me. I think it's a space that's fairly underrated and it gets a bad rap. And what Coinbase did not too long ago is they just open sourced this whole protocol on pretty much 402, which is a payment required protocol that wasn't used. And they figured out a way to pass payments over the agent protocol. So essentially, the new agent economy is going to have these agents communicating with endpoints to have payments go across. But it's a tricky problem because once you put the money in, here come the scammers, here come the hackers, here come, and so this needs to be done right. It's a very delicate situation, and this could change the way payments are done forever. So this is something that I'm passionately trying to figure out myself. That's my involvement with crypto. When I say crypto, I mean blockchain, right? And this is very early technology, so I'm very much behind this, right? And I'm trying to make ZeroClaw the perfect open source thing for this, right? The perfect agent that can do this kind of work. And so that's my goal here, right? Maybe we'll have a day where you can talk to any hardware and you're just fucking paying directly from your channel, and you don't even have to pay no more cloud providers. That's like the end game here. So just with full transparency, right? Zero clause, zero protocol fees, zero weight, zero friction, zero centralization, zero restrictions. Zero claw, right? That's like it's lining up. But in terms of promoting things right now, I can't do that. Just for the sake of everything. Remember, guys, simple trading disclaimer. This is for my legal protection, and this is for you guys as well to understand. And yeah, that should be it. That's pretty much that. If there's any more questions on that, you can feel free, but I just want to make it with full transparency. This is what I'm working on as an engineer to solve. I've been talks with people at Circle. I've talked to people, a couple of people at Solana, right? And so we're trying to figure this out. Other than that, today I'm polishing the website. I'm actually going to change our logo. I'm thinking of adding some kind of fun stuff there. So that's going to be on the website. I updated documentation. So all the documentation is now up to date, nice and clean. And yeah, pretty much that. But yeah, I'm going to be here. I'm going to do a few code changes really quick. I think I have the other repo here. Yes, we have the main repo here. I did a major cleanup, right? Our README was a mess. I was able to clean a lot of that up. I am sitting here trying to figure out if right now we have a problem with the agent loop. It's a big problem that me and my other co-founder have been talking about. It's like, how do we get the agent loop to be more efficient? And so we've been kind of studying how other claws have been doing it. If you guys are following this, right? Let me see. Okay, hold on, let me show you guys. If you guys are following the claw charts right now, this is the leaderboard of the claw movement. You can see ZeroClaw is position number 3. We're still number 3rd place. There's a couple of ones. Hermes Agent has came up. They have been making some noise. They're a big research facility written in Python. They seem like cool guys. So still here supporting every single claw along the journey. But yeah, I think we're positioned a little bit differently. When they make ends meet, if you simply get more money for the product, also you can put yes. Yeah, bro, I need to start putting disclaimers, bro, like on everything. Like I can't talk about this shit without putting a disclaimer, bro. Like that's just for protection. Yes, you're right. I have to. But yeah, like that's pretty much it. I'm number 4 on the leaderboard of contributors right now. This is the race that's going on. If you guys are not familiar with claw charts, go check it out. This is pretty much all the claws in space. And kind of these are the 10 that matter to me right now. What we're looking at is this is like I'm telling you right now, as this space matures, we're looking at something like this, where you have like, let's call Ethereum open claw. And I think Solana is like ZeroClaw, right? I think we're like we're not necessarily going to take over Ethereum, but it's always going to be like a battle between us and Ethereum, right? And like people will choose Solana and some people will choose Ethereum. It's like, do business where you want. And then you have all these other fucking claws coming up, right? Like millions of other claws. And that's looking at, guys. In the next 2 years, I see this happening really, like decentralized artificial intelligence is a thing, right? You're going to get to a point where you don't even need to pay cloud providers. Companies like Anthropic right now, sure, they have an LLM that's really great. I'm not going to sit here and completely hate on them, but like that corporation greed is coming to an end. These local source models are going to be, especially the foundation we're building on, it's more resource efficient. You can run this on any hardware. You can run this on a Mac Mini. These models are getting better than quantized. So if you come in here, got a hugging face. All right, hugging face. If you come in here and get a model, right? Let's say models, and you run one of these, like let's say like an image to text, say text generation. Say you get a GUF. Say you get a let's do a llama. All right, and so you come in here and you get these little small models. Almost downloads. Actually, I know which one. Quen Coder is a good example. Quen, yeah, Quen. Yeah, no, 27B is a little bit too high. Quen. This one. This one looks good. It's 21 gigabytes. Never mind. Yeah, I agree. If what happened is Ethereum got so fucking bulky to the point that people had to build on a layer two. Like that's what NemoClaw did, right? NemoClaw from NVIDIA is building a plugging system outside of OpenClaw. The same shit's happening again. Solana, our ecosystem is young, right? And we're building the foundation. The foundation. If you look at how Solana did stuff, they were originally a labs and they have a foundation. That's exactly what's happening with ZeroClaw. We have a foundation that's being in the process right now, and we have our labs where we can really experiment and push the bar. I'm a privacy guy, so dude, I don't want any of your data at the end of the go. Like if you choose to opt into a cloud, which pretty much most of the consumers will, there will be some telemetry there. But in terms of our raw decentralized AI agent, that's for you guys to run. I never want to see your data. I don't want to mine your data. I want you guys to have full data, fucking run the world, right? So that's like my goal. But yeah, so like as these models get better, and I think a part of this is China. China, you know how it is in China. They do shit for way cheaper. America, unfortunately, like we're just these people here in America are just cash cows, right? They just want to grab cash everywhere they can. So I think China's going to be one of those countries that are going to open source a lot of good stuff to a point that it's just going to be like you don't got to pay a cloud. Cloud's going to be a luxury. We're going in that direction. And then you have like these peer-to-peer decentralized protocols, right? That's like the future. So we have these agents communicating on peer-to-peer. Um, Man, it's just another level. But all this right now is maybe 2 to 4 years away. And so what am I doing here? It's 2026. We're very early. We're very, very early to the claw technology. Some people call it hype. Bro, I call people, they don't even know what claw is yet. Engineers and developers know what this is, right? We kind of know what's happening, but we're in a bubble. Most of the population doesn't know yet. And so it's early. And I would really get into the space right now. I think this is the best space to be in. And I'm trying to be one of the ones who brings in native payments with cryptocurrency, but it's hard. It's a very hard thing. When you're talking money, you invite all those federal agencies, especially here in America. So I need to do it under a very compliant way so I don't get my ass arrested and I can bring that innovation to everybody. I think about what I think about is I think about all these countries in the world. I think about places like, you know, uh, Africa, Brazil, you know, Zcash is a banger. Yo, I like Zcash. They had a crazy pump. Again, no financial advice, but I'm gonna pull up a chart. Yeah, because I got some coding. Like I said, updated documentation in terms of technical stuff. You can look at it. All the docs are up to date. We could talk about some Zcash really quick. Um, Zcash. Zcash. Let's do the Coinbase one. I've been charting these guys for a while. Yeah, let's do Zcash real quick. Yeah, so I was a big fan. Funny enough, I'm gonna tell you a funny story really quick. I was at MIT at these it was like a crypto thing. Solana was here sponsoring it. They had like a blockchain week in Boston. And this girl was telling me buy Zcash, like right here. She was like, buy Zcash. And I was like, yeah, like I know about Zcash since like 2018, but like what have they done since? Bruh. Right after she told me that, like not even 2 weeks later, like shit went up like, yeah, like 1,000%. Like that's the reality. You can't win them all. You can't win them all, right? And so I was like, damn, but Zcash, definitely I hear good things about them. Zero knowledge proofs, that's a big thing. If you looked into Sui's a cool one. These guys are doing some really cool stuff. Some of the engineers are from Meta. I think what happened at Meta is Meta tried to launch a blockchain coin token, and they failed. And then some of their lead engineers were like, hey, we want to go do this thing, so we're going to build our own thing. And they created a whole new programming language called the Move programming language. It's very young, so adoption is going to be very slow. But if they're delivering on what they say they will, this could be the next. This could be a blockchain to watch out for. Like I said, I'm just watching them. I'm very speculative on them, but something to look into. I'm still a big fan of Solana. I think we're the Solana of the game right now, and I think this is one of my favorites. I've been big fans of these guys. Even when they were in Miami. Oh shit, they're coming back to Miami. Let's fucking go. Let's go. All right, I'm about to sign up for this. Yeah, I'm about to sign up for this. Yep. And they're at the convention center. Done. Hey, if y'all want to meet in Miami, I'll be there for React Miami and AI Engineer. I might just stay another week for this thing. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, that's what's going on in terms of crypto. Remember, I'm here for a bigger vision. I'm here for trying to. I think Sol is to ETH, Sui, Sol in a way, bringing new stuff. Yes, they are. They're bringing new stuff. Everybody's kind of adding their own game. I think what Sui's edge is going to be is the gaming. If gaming ever takes off, I think Sui will be one of the leaders for gaming. Just because what they say is that they can handle up to like 200 to 300 transactions per second on the Move language. Again, very early, something I'm looking at it, be speculative. This isn't advice, but high performance without trade-offs, composable and scalable, business ready. All these things sound good. Innovation engineered, trusted data layer, data security, off-chain compute, really cool shit there, all that good stuff, right? And so definitely looking into this. Like I said, I'm still a big fan of Solana. I'm gonna go to this thing now, like done deal. I didn't even know they put that there. Other than that, let's see. Is it ETH Global? Yeah, ETH Global is pretty cool. They do a lot of Zcash and Sui. Okay, yeah. I mean, like I said, no financial advice, but those are some of the top players. Like some of the top players I like quite a bit. Obviously Bitcoin, the OG, on store of wealth. Ethereum, the computer. Solana, the faster and better computer. The other guys, I think DEXs are a really cool thing. Decentralized exchanges are kind of a new upcoming technology. We might reach a point where there's going to be two places. Maybe centralized exchanges will be for OTC and decentralized exchanges will be for the globe. You don't have to ask permission to go and, go into an exchange. So really cool stuff. I want you guys to think of us right now as this. Claws are becoming the new cryptocurrency. I am one of the ones who is a fan of crypto, but I need to do it right. And so that's why I have to say this stuff, the disclaimers and shit like that. I can't tell you what to buy and sell. I can't tell you where to buy and sell. You have to respect that because I'm trying to be compliant here. But yeah, just wanted to make that with full transparency. I thank everybody for supporting ZeroClaw because ZeroClaw wants to be that native solution. And I'm fighting every day for it, right? So that's pretty much that. Like I said, right now, I updated the documentation. That was a big thing. We were way behind. I updated the README. That was also another big one, right? ZeroClaw. So if you come onto the original ZeroClaw as of right now, everything is up to date. We're at 178 contributors, 94% Rust. The rest of the TypeScript is just a web platform. Cleaned everything up. All this is up to date. Everything's up to date. Just making sure. We even added our, where is it? 1 second. Right here. Boom. This has been asked for since like 2 weeks ago. The migrating from OpenClaw. So now you can easily migrate from OpenClaw. So big features there. More information on how we're using hardware as one of the things, right? This is our edge. Hardware is an amazing edge that, and I mean it, like edge devices, IoT, robotics, with security in mind, right? We want full security. You don't want to be compromised along this journey. And remember, guys, $0. So big difference in terms of time costs, like Yeah, no, I agree. You know, but how it is, bro. I could talk about things that I like in a very educational way, but I can't tell you what to buy, bro. So, you know, just respect that. And that's like me being real. You know, I just want you guys to understand that I'm trying to work on crypto, but I have to do it in a way, right? So, but yeah, everything's up to date. So when you guys go use it by this weekend, we're gonna do a product hunt launch. I'll probably be streaming. So what's gonna happen this Sunday is I'm gonna do a full live stream. Come back on Sunday, I say around 1 or 2 p.m. Well, 2ish p.m. I'm gonna do a full live stream at MIT or Harvard, wherever we're at, and you're gonna see my community. I'm gonna have like 50 to 100 builders there. I'm gonna do a 4 hour live stream, and you're gonna see different engineers working on different problems. We're going to tackle different things in public. I'm going to have a lot of people come in and talk about ZeroClaw. And we're going to do a product launch that day. So I'm going to be live streaming. I'm hoping that we can take number one on Product Hunt. I know it's not perfect, but like I said, you know, we're only 35 days in this journey. So just be a little forgiving. But we're here for you guys, right? We're here to keep building. We're here to keep pushing. And that's the game, bro. So, um, that's pretty much, I guess that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have more questions, I'll be back. I'm gonna be grinding today, working my ass off today. But I'm here tomorrow. Sunday's a banger. Come Sunday, it's gonna be dope. Um, and yeah, if there's anything that you guys want or need, go to the Discord, tag me. Tag me, just give me a little bit of room. I should use no tropics. I'm not gonna lie, I should. Right now, just coffee and sometimes weed, because weed is legal in Mass. So yeah, just let us say, hold on, I'll chat it out there. Just, just THC and coffee, and sometimes I like shrooms. I, I had a big microdose phase. Really awesome stuff, man. I like the psychedelics quite a bit. But yeah, these are our socials, by the way. No more confusion. All of these going to be the social accounts we're working on right now. So anything that you need is here. Nah, dude. When I started coding, yeah, when I started coding, yeah, I did Adderall. And honestly, bro, the trade-off between Adderall is, yeah, you get super fucking locked in, but your brain is wired for like 24, 36 hours. And then when you crash, you're sleeping for like a day. And it takes like it just sucks so like it's too much. It's like it's beautiful, but it's too much. So really just coffee, hard work, discipline, hit the gym so you keep your mind clear. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Crashing sucks. So yeah. Yep. It's trade off. But maybe microdosing. Hold on, just writing back to you. Yeah, man. But I see the pros. The pros in Adderall is dope. Like I said, it's just you got to do it small, man. Like you can't. Yeah. But I guess that's it, man. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna keep cooking. We got a lot of cool shit coming out. We're doing a product hunt launch Sunday. Come back Sunday. Sunday, I'm gonna do a full. You're gonna see my community. I'm gonna put like 50 people on the screen. I'm gonna have the camera. It's gonna be fire. And we're gonna do this every fucking day. So you guys are gonna watch me build this shit open source in the public, in front of everybody. And we're coming. Crypto, like I said, just give me patience. This needs to be done right. But ZeroClaw is the one for it, right? That's Peter's flaws or Peter's weaknesses are my strengths, right? He doesn't like crypto, doesn't give a fuck, right? I do, but I have to do things in a very diligent manner. So just give me some time, and like I said, taking off. All right, y'all.